my college basketball preseason top 25. A lot's gone into this video, and I'm really excited to come out with this one. I put a lot, as I said, into this. And yeah, I mean, college basketball is the best sport of the world, so we deserve a long-form video for this one. Alright, honorable mentions to start. I left Michigan State off here. I don't think their roster is good enough. Ohio State, also an honorable mention. I'm really high on Iowa going into the season, and I'm not having Bama in this top 25 either. Starting at 25, I gotta do it. I gotta give NC State a little bit of love. I do think that Will Wade is a very overrated head coach coming from McNeese. I think he's going to struggle in big moments. This team is also going to lack chemistry. I don't see them being perfect early on. Darion Williams has also talked a lot, and I don't think they're going to quite live up to the hype. But I am a UNC fan. Coming in at number 24, I do have Gonzaga. They got a very solid team, but I don't trust how much adversity this team will have. They do have a very, very strong non-conference schedule, so it's going to be tough for them to win a lot of games. Overall, though, they got a young team. They do lose their key point guard, though, in Ryan Nembhard. It's going to be very interesting to see how that team is going to be able to rebound, or is that even the right word? I don't know. I got Maryland at 23, and look, I've said this so many times with so many different rosters. I just don't think that you can rely on four-star freshmen to just go crazy. I mean, Darius Adams, he's a hooper. I think he's from California. I could be wrong, but he's got too much on his plate. They also lose a couple key guys. I do think Elijah Saunders at that fourth spot is going to have a huge season. So I like this Maryland team, but I think they got a lot on their chest to perform in a tough Big Ten conference. I got Oregon coming in at number 22 right here. The Jackson Shellstad injury is a little concerning. I think he's going to be out for a few weeks going into the season. It's something to monitor, but this team also does lack depth. I think Nate Biddle is going to be huge. I like Kwame Evans a lot. So this team is very good with their starting lineup, but I don't trust them too much once they get past that. So they come in at number 22 for me. Arizona's obviously going to be led by Koa Pete. I got them coming in at number 21. Toby Awaka's back for another year. We saw how big he was for that team last year. March Madison down the line in the Big 12 tournament. I could 100% see them being a top 10 team by the end of next year. But as of right now, though, I just don't fully trust them enough, especially with Caleb Love leaving them. At number 20, I got Tennessee. They got Nate Almond. He's going to be huge, the 5-star freshman. They got Felix Okapara back as well. And last year, things ended really ugly for this team. Obviously, they were a top 5 team on defense last year. Not obviously, but they just could not score the ball down the stretch. I think this team, though, is going to be really big come time of SEC play. The SEC is the toughest conference in college basketball, but I think the Bulls fans will be able to help them out, and I do think they will end the year very strong. Coming in at number 19, this is where I got my UNC Tar Heels. I think that this is a perfect spot. I've seen a couple people maybe putting us at 18 or 17. I've definitely seen some people putting us down to like 25, 24, 23, something like that. But Seth Trimble, he is going to take an all-ACC type of leap. I think he's going to be first team all-ACC coming into the season. I think he's going to be like second team all-American end of the season. He's going to be amazing. He is a lockdown perimeter defender. We also got Caleb Wilson. He is the most underrated 5-star. This guy is a beast. He's what, like 6'9", 6'10". The guy's throwing down windmill dunks. He is an elite defender, elite athlete. And the guy can shoot the ball well, too. He's got amazing finishing inside, and he has so much confidence in himself. We also got better shooting. Luka Bogovac, the guy from the Montenegrin League, he's going to be huge this year for this team. So I got my Tar Heels coming in at 19. But I think we'll end the year top 10. This UNC team's underrated. People continue to sleep, and I am so excited for what we got in store this year. I'm so excited, and I'm streaming like 25 of UNC's, 33 games, something like that. I really do hate to put UCLA over USC. I'm not very high on UCLA. Donovan Dent was obviously an amazing ad. They did lose a big guy in Adai Mara. I think he went to Michigan, something like that. I don't know. I'll probably talk about him once I get to Michigan, so I really do hope that he did go to Michigan. I should probably double check my facts on that. But yeah, Tyler Bilodeau coming back for another season. He is an amazing scorer at that 4 position. This team's got some inconsistent center room. I don't know what the quality of their bench is going to be. I think they're going to lack consistency for that all year. But for now, I got UCLA coming in at 18 because I do think that this starting lineup is very, very talented. I got Illinois coming in at 16. I think Braylon Lee is going to be one of the most elite freshmen in college basketball. They added Andrei Stojakovic from Cal. He is another very elite scorer. He can kind of play point guard. He can play forward. That's what he regularly plays. This team's got elite guards. They got elite forwards. I don't fully trust their bench, similar to UCLA. And similar to UCLA, again, I don't fully trust what they got going on at the center position. Coming in at number 16, I got Creighton. This team has got hoopers all around the board. Josh Dix, bucket. Ty Davis, bucket. Liam McChesney, absolute bucket. They got Owen Freeman as well, a transfer from Iowa. That guy can shoot the absolute lights out, and I think he's a bigger guy too. This team is very underrated. I think Creighton is easily a top 3 team in the Big East. I'm very excited to watch them play this year. But obviously, the Ryan Kalkbrenner loss, so big. The guy was a top 3, top 5, top 7 player in college basketball last year. Don't really know if you can make that up. He was the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Winner Award. So it's going to be tough to fill that spot, but Creighton has got a lot of hoopers all around that roster. I'm very excited to see them play. Coming in at number 15, I got Auburn. And look, guys. I had Auburn coming in top 10 before Bruce Pearl announced his retirement. His son is now going to come in. But yeah, I don't fully trust this team without Bruce Pearl. I think they've got so much talent, but they did lose so many key guys. Johni Broome, he was the best player in college basketball last year. Chad Baker-Mazara, I want to say he was in his 6th year last year in college ball. They lost Miles Kelly. I think they lost Dylan Cardwell as well to the NBA. So they lost a lot of guys, but I'm a really, really big Tahad Pettiford guy. I believe in him to get it done. I think Auburn is still a really good team in the SEC. I don't think they're contenders on the national championship scale, but I think they're going to make some noise in the SEC. I know that this is going to stir up a lot of people. I got BYU coming in at 14, a team that a lot of people really do have in their top 5, maybe even top 7, so it is interesting. Richie Saunders, AJ DeBansa, that's going to be the dynamic duo there. I don't like who they have around those two guys. I don't think it's a great supporting cast. This team is going to struggle with chemistry early in the season. They don't have great depth coming off that. I don't fully trust their coaching staff. It's a very young coaching staff. So I think this BYU team is going to have a lot of struggles. This team, though, I will point this out, they are going to have absolutely zero worries offensively. For me, it really just comes down to their defense. If they can play good defense, I think they are 100% already top 7 team in college ball. Got Kansas coming in at 13. Really excited for that Friday night game with UNC Kansas early on in the college basketball season. They lose Hunter Dickinson. They lose about half their team to the portal, but they did add Melvin Council, absolutely big time at the center position. Cole Rosario, one of the best guys, I believe, coming from overseas. I was still mad that UNC could not land him, but this team has got a lot of good players. They obviously got one of the best home court advantages in college basketball. Their student section is amazing. That, I can guarantee you, will propel them to some big-time wins. So I got them coming in at number 13 on this list. Coming in at number 12, I got Iowa State. I'm going to keep this very short and simple. For Iowa State, yes, they did collapse last year. I thought they were the best team in the Big 12 besides Houston going into the NCAA tournament. But this team, no joke, had half of their starters injured. That's the reason why they did not make it very far in March. If they were healthy, I think they could have definitely made a Final Four run. This team is good, and they just got very unfortunate come time of the tournament. Coming in at number 11, and again, this is my boldest prediction, or not again. This is my boldest prediction of this entire video. UConn is my number 11 team. And wait a second. They got Silas Damari coming back. They got Malachi Smith. They obviously got Solo Ball. They got some elite players. They got Alex Caravan coming back as well. That guy is so clutch. He is very, very good. But again, I don't fully trust what they got going on after last year. I feel like they kind of did collapse last year. The coaching was a little off last year. They really could not play much defense. They allowed like 85 points a game. I think that's going to be a consistent problem this year. While they do have elite talent, for now, I'm not super high on UConn. They come in at 11. Duke is my number 10 team in the country coming into the season. My number 2 team in the ACC. Obviously, I don't like them, but they are a very interesting team. They lose Tyrese Proctor. He was really their only vet. Isaiah Evans is the guy that's expected to take a huge leap this year. I will say one thing, too. And I feel like I did mention this earlier on this video. You cannot rely on so many freshmen to get the job done. Last year, they put together 3 or 4 5-star freshmen. They were able to get to the Final Four. They ended up collapsing because they had no experience, and LJ Cryer, who's now in the Warriors, happy about that, was able to expose them down the stretch. And I don't think it's going to be good this year for Duke, who's doing a very similar thing. But the problem is this year is their freshmen are not as good as they were last year. Cooper Flagg, Colin Knipple, Kamal Malawach, that is way better than Cameron, Caden Boozer, all of those guys. This Duke team will be good. Don't think they're the best team of the ACC. Don't think they are a real national championship contender. Any team with John Calipari is going to be a contender. I got Arkansas coming in at 9. They took down a few huge opponents last year. They took down Kansas, I believe, in the round of 64. They then took down the number 2 team in the country in St. John's, who I got coming in higher than this. You guys will see them down the line of these rankings. And then they nearly beat Texas Tech, who I got at number 8 in these rankings. JT Toppin might be the best player in all of college basketball. He is so incredibly skilled. I think he's winning the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award this year. They were so close to beating Florida in the Elite 8 last year. And again, they lost some guys. They lost Darion Williams, who I think is going to have a really bad season on NC State this year. I'm just saying that right now. But most of the roster is returning. I think they're going to be a top 8 team in college basketball. Texas Tech is very well coached as well. And again, I did see them play in the Elite 8. They were very good, and they are coming in at 8 for a reason. They are a real national championship contender. All right, I was kind of debating what I want to do here. This is actually very fun. So I got Kentucky coming in at 7, and I will say this, I do got Louisville coming in at 6. I'll bring that up in a moment. Obviously, it's the rivalry. These two teams are very even for me. But yeah, up and down, Kentucky might have the most loaded roster in college basketball. They added Jalan Lowe. He is such an incredibly talented player from Pitt. He's a smaller player, but he is so talented. They got Jaden Quaintance as well. Absolute dog from Arizona State. Shout out Arizona State. They got Tega Wu coming back for another season. They added Denzel Albertine. He's got experience. He was a freshman last year coming over from Florida. This team has got a lot of clutch basketball players on their team. Up and down, they've got elite guards, elite forwards, elite centers. They've obviously got amazing coaching. And I think that this team is a legit, serious contender from the SEC. I would not be surprised at all if they win the SEC or even end up as the number 1 team in the country as we hit the March time. As I said, Louisville is going to come in at 6. Incredible portal. They added Ryan Conwell, added Isaac McNeely, which I'm still kind of mad about the transfer from Virginia. I really did want him to land at UNC, though. They also got Sananda Frew. He's coming from, I want to say, France. The guy's a dog. He's 7 feet tall, weighs 250 pounds. He's just going to go right at guys. He's going to post them up. It is going to be really, really tough to stop him this year. He's a dog. I got St. John's coming in at 5. Very similar to Arkansas and John Calipari. Any team coached by Rick Pitino is going to be a contender. They got Ian Jackson in the portal. Huge ad. They got Isaiah Sellers from Stanford. I watched him play a few times last year because I lived near Stanford. I go to a lot of their basketball games just to watch because it's fun. And I saw Isaiah Sellers drop 20 twice in those games. The guy is a bucket. They got Zubi Ejiofor as well, which I'm really excited about. I love watching him play. The guy seriously might average 7 blocks a game. He is the most explosive shot blocker in all of college basketball. And then they obviously do got their just straight up pure scorer in Bryce Hopkins coming back. The guy averaged, I want to say 16 or 17 last year. He is an amazing talent. This St. John's team is loaded up to down. I got Purdue coming in at number 4. I am a little worried about Purdue just because they have really struggled in the big moments. Braden Smith, he was my National Player of the Year pick last year. He played all right. I mean, for the standards that I had him at, he played all right. He dishes the ball out a lot, but I really do want to see him do a lot more scoring. They do got Trey Kaufman-Renn. He averaged 20 last year? I think he's probably going to do the same again. The guy can just score in all ways. The guy can play defense too. He can score in all ways. He's so talented. This Purdue team is good. As I said, I just think they got to figure out winning in the big moments. It's going to be tough. The Big Ten, as I mentioned, is very, very good this year. They got some really good teams in there. So I got Purdue coming in at number 4. Houston checks in at number 3. And for Houston, I 100% think they could be the number 1 team in the country. I got injury problems with them. Last year, they had injury problems. This year, coming into the season, they got injury problems. We saw it last year. Juwan Roberts, I think, going into the tournament, he had an ankle injury or something like that. Milo Suzan, he broke his nose in the tournament as well. And he also just came down with a high ankle sprain, as of what I heard. I want to say from Pete Thamel or Andy Katz or something like that. And they also have somebody else that got injured. I'm not fully sure. Maybe it was Joseph Tugler that got injured. I think it was Tugler. He's their second best player, though, so they can't afford any of those guys to be injured. Regardless, though, this is a top 5 team easily in college basketball, arguably a top 3 team. I got them coming in at 3, even with these injury problems. At number 2, though, I got the Michigan Wolverines. This team is my early national championship pick. I will say that. I will drop my predictions for the season in a couple weeks, but yeah, I mean, this team loaded up. Elliot Cadeau is the most slept-on player going into college basketball this year. The guy's been working on his three-point shot so much, and I've even seen it so much as a UNC fan. I'm mad that he left. They got Yaxel Lenneborg. The guy was going to be a first-round pick in the NBA draft this year. He ended up saying that he was going to come back for another season, and he ended up transferring to Michigan. He is a very proficient scorer. I think that is going to be the best duo in college basketball. Elliot Cadeau is going to be throwing lobs to the Lenneborg. That's going to be amazing. This team's got so much depth on the bench. If they got a Diamara coming in from UCLA, I think he transferred to Michigan instead of Michigan State. I'm not fully sure, but I do believe they have him. They got a lot of good room, though, at the center position. This team is loaded. They are my number 2 team coming into the season. I kind of hate to do this. I never like to pick the team that just won the national championship to be the number 1 team in the country. But I just gotta say that Florida's the best team in the country. I mean, they lost Walter Clayton. They lost Will Richard, who is shining on the Dubs now. He's gonna have a big season for my Warriors. But they also added some elite talent. They got Boogie Fland. He is a hooper. They got Xavier Lee. He is one of the straight up best pure shooters in all of college basketball and all of the portal. He is going to be amazing. I think the main topic for this team this year is, can they develop Oliver Rio? As we all know, he is the tallest freshman ever. I think he's 7'11". That's insane. If they can get him with some good finishing around the rim, they can get him to play some good defense. He is going to play some quality minutes on this team. I just don't see how you stop a guy that is 7'11". Obviously, they got Alex Condon back. That's huge. They got Thomas Howe. He is a dog. I saw Thomas Howe play this year in the Elite 8, or last year in the Elite 8. The guy is so good. They got Ruben Chiniello as well to hold down the center position. He's so versatile. He can block shots. He can do everything. This is the most complete team in all of college basketball, maybe up there with Kentucky. They are amazingly well coached by Todd Golden. They're coming off a national championship. Florida's my number 1 team in the country. I don't think they'll repeat as national champions, but it should be very interesting and a great storyline to watch. Anyways, though, guys, that is my preseason top 25. I got some bold takes in there. Leave your thoughts in the comments. It's very interesting. But yeah, everybody, the best sport is back. College basketball is here. Leave your hottest takes in the comments. I want to hear them. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.